theory part of internal reconstruction and also the journal entries to be passed under internal reconstruction. In today's session, I will be solving two questions from the question bank. The first question appeared in the year 2017 for 12 marks and the second one appeared in the year 2018 for 12 marks. Let me start with the first question. The name of the company is Bharati Company Limited. Total of the balance sheet is 13 lakh. Please find this question in the question bank. The question is also displayed on the screen here. I'll read out the question. The following is the balance sheet of Bharati Company Limited on 31st December 2009. On the asset side of the balance sheet, we find patents at cost 8,50,000, leasehold premises 1,30,800, plant and machinery 42,200, stock on hand 55,000, discount on issue of shares 18,000, data 76,500, preliminary expenses 12,000, profit and loss account 1,15,000, cash in hand 500. On the liability side, under the head share capital, we have authorized capital 10,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each 10 lakh, 10,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each 10 lakh. Altogether, authorized capital is 20 lakh. Subscribed capital 7,500 preference shares of rupees 100 each 7,50,000, 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each 5 lakh. Sundry creditors 30,000, bank overdraft 20,000. Total of the balance sheet is 13 lakh. The company suffered huge losses and were not getting on well, and therefore it was decided to reconstruct the company. The following scheme was adopted. The first point, that the preference shares be reduced to equal number of fully paid shares of rupees 50 each, that the equity shares be reduced to equal number of fully paid shares of rupees 25 each, and the third point, the amount thus rendered available for the reduction of assets be apportioned as follows. Preliminary expenses, profit and loss account and discount on issue of shares to be written off entirely. Rupees 30,000 write off from the leasehold premises, rupees 15,000 of the stock, 20% off from the plant and machinery and debtors, and the balance available to write off the patents. The requirements given in the question. Pass the journal entries and prepare the balance sheet giving effect to the above scheme. Now let us analyze the question and find out what are the important aspects given in the question. In the balance sheet, if we see the asset side, they have given some of the fixed assets, current asset and also some of the fictitious assets. Then on the liability side, they have given total authorized capital of 20 lakh, which is divided into 10 lakh preference share capital and 10 lakh equity share capital. Then they have given subscribed capital. Here one thing you have to note down that all the adjustments which we are doing under internal reconstruction, that is with regard to the subscribed capital. We are not going to make any adjustment to the authorized capital. Under the subscribed capital, we have 7,500 preference shares of rupees 100 each, 7,50,000, 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, 5 lakh. Then creditors and bank overdraft are given. The company was suffering from losses, so that is why the company has decided to go for internal reconstruction and the schemes have been given. The first point says that the preference shares be reduced to equal number of fully paid shares of rupees 50 each. This point is with regard to reducing the preference share capital. First you have to make a comparison between the old capital and new capital. If you see the balance sheet under the subscribed capital, the company had 7,500 preference shares of rupees 100 each, total paid up capital of 7,50,000. Okay, so now when you multiply the number of shares and paid up value per share, you are getting 7,50,000, which means that this 100 rupees was the face value as well as it was the paid up value earlier. But now under the internal reconstruction, they want to reduce the preference share to equal number of shares, making it as rupees 50 each fully paid. So under the new capital, you will have same number of shares, that is 7,500 preference shares of rupees 50 each. They want to have the paid up value per share as 50 in the future and they have to make it as fully paid. So when you are making a share as fully paid, which means that this is the face value as well as the paid up value anymore. So now ultimately the meaning is earlier the face value was 100, now the face value is going to be 50 rupees. So from 100 rupees the face value has been reduced to 50 rupees. Similarly, the paid up value of one share was 100 rupees earlier, but now it has been reduced to 50 rupees. So in such a case, here the face value is also reduced, the paid up value is also reduced. So now what is the journal entry required here? First we have to cancel the old capital, that is 7,500 preference shares of rupees 100 each, 7,50,000. This should be cancelled because it is the old capital. Then we have to give credit to the new capital, that is 7,500 preference shares of rupees 50 each. The new capital is going to be 3,75,000. Still 3,75,000 remains, that should be transferred to separate account called capital reduction account. I will write the journal entry now. Preference share capital account data. So this is for cancelling the old capital where you had 7,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each. So which comes to 7,50,000. Then we have to give credit to the new capital, to preference share capital account. So this is for new capital where you have 7,500 preference shares of rupees 50 each, which comes to 3,75,000. Now if you compare, still 3,75,000 remains here, so that should be transferred to capital reduction account. Capital reduction account, remaining 3,75,000. Now, what is the narration we can give in this entry? Being 7,500 shares of rupees 100 each has been reduced to 7,500 shares of rupees 50 each, fully paid. I am not going to write the narration in this case. Then we'll see the second adjustment, that the equity shares to be reduced to equal number of fully paid shares of rupees 25 each. This is similar to the previous point, but now the second point speaks about reducing the equity share capital. Similarly, we have to do the comparison. The old capital should be compared with the new capital. If you see the subscribed capital, earlier the company had 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each. Total capital of the company was 5 lakh. So here also, when you multiply the number of shares and paid up value per share, you are getting 5 lakh, which means that the earlier face value was also 100 rupees and the paid up value was also 100 rupees. But now, under the internal reconstruction, they want to have equal number of shares even in the future, but they want to make it as 25 each per share fully paid up. So even in the future, they will have 5,000 equity shares of rupees 25 each, fully paid up. So which means that earlier the face value of one share was 100, but now they are making it as 25. So from 100 rupees the face value has been reduced to 25 rupees. Similarly, earlier the paid up value was one share was 100 rupees. Now it is reduced to 25. So here also face value is also reduced, paid up value is also reduced. So now similar adjustment we have to do. First we have to cancel the old capital, then we have to give credit to the new capital. Here the new capital is going to be 5,000 shares of rupees 25 each, which comes to 1,25,000. The remaining amount which is available, that should be transferred to capital reduction account. So what is the entry we have to pass? Equity share capital account data to cancel this one, then to equity share capital, the new capital, then the remaining amount should be transferred to capital reduction account. I'll write the second journal entry here. Equity share capital account data. So this is for cancelling the old capital, 5,000 shares of rupees 100 each, which comes to 5 lakh. Then we have to give credit to the new capital, to equity share capital account, where we will be having same 5,000 shares with rupees 25 each, fully paid up, 1,25,000. 1,25,000. Then the remaining balance should be transferred to capital reduction account. So here the remaining balance should be 3,75,000. So here again, what is the narration we can give? Being 5,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each fully paid reduced to 5,000 equity shares of rupees 25 each fully paid. So I will not write the narration here. Then we will take up the third point given in the reconstruction scheme. The amount thus rendered reduction of assets be apportioned as follows. Here they have given about reducing the preference share capital as well as reducing the equity share capital. They have not given anything about reducing the debentures or creditors. So here only we have transferred 3,75,000 from the preference share capital and 3,75,000 from the equity share capital to the capital reduction account. So what is the total amount available in the capital reduction account now? 3,75,000 plus 3,75,000, which comes to 7,50,000. This is the total amount available for writing of the assets overvalued part as well as the fictitious assets. Now the third point says that we have to write off preliminary expenses, profit and loss account and discount on issue of shares entirely. If you see the asset side of the balance sheet, they have given the respective book values. Those values should be written off entirely from the capital reduction account. Whenever you transfer the reduced amount, here you have credited, every time you have credited the capital reduction account, which means that 7,50,000 amount of credit balance you have in the capital reduction account. So now when you are going to utilize that to write off the fictitious asset, you have to give debit to the capital reduction account. And then these fictitious asset, that is preliminary expenses, profit and loss account and discount on issue of shares, they are given in the balance sheet asset side, which represent debit balance. Now when you are going to write off that, you have to give credit. Ultimately the entry is going to be capital reduction account data to those fictitious assets account. So now I write this third entry also. Capital reduction account data to preliminary expenses account. See the book value of preliminary expenses, that is 12,000. Then to profit and loss account. Here profit and loss account debit balance is given, which represent the loss which they want to eliminate under internal reconstruction. So they had total loss of 1,15,000. Then they want to write off the discount on issue of shares. Discount on issue of shares account. So they had 18,000. So now total amount debited to capital reduction account in this entry is going to be 1,45,000. So here we have written of preliminary expenses, profit and loss account as well as discount on issue of shares account. So now what is the narration we can give for this entry? Being the fictitious assets written off. Okay. Then it is also given in the third point that we have to write off some part of the fixed asset as well as the current assets using the capital reduction account. So now what are the assets we have to write off? 30,800 should be written off out of the leasehold premises, 15,000 from the stock account, and from the plant and machinery and data we have to write off 20% each, and the balance still, if there is any balance in the capital reduction account, that should be used for writing of the patents. Now again the similar entry will come just like this. Here also, utilizing the capital reduction account, we are going to write off the some part of the assets. Capital reduction account, it is showing a credit balance. When you are going to utilize that, you have to give debit, and the assets are showing debit balance. When you are going to write off that, you have to give credit. So ultimately the entry is going to be capital reduction account data to the assets account, which are going to be written off. I'll write the entry here. Fourth one, capital reduction account data. Capital reduction account data to leasehold premises account, that is 30,800, that is to be written off. Then to stock account, we have to write off 15,000 from the stock account. Then to plant and machinery account. The plant and machinery, the book value was 42,200. We have to write off 20% of that, which comes to 8,440. Then we have to write off the datas. To datas account, the book value of datas is 76,500. We have to write off 20% out of that, which comes to 15,300. And again, we have to write off patents also if there is any balance available in the capital reduction account. Okay. So now here in order to calculate what is the balance available for writing off the patents, you can do the addition and subtraction. That is 3,75,000 plus 3,75,000, you have 7,50,000. From that, if you deduct all these amount, the remaining balance will be available for writing of the patents. But it is always good for you to prepare the capital reduction account and find out the balancing figure which will be available for writing of the patents instead of doing the addition and subtraction. So we will prepare the capital reduction account. In the capital reduction account, first we have to post the relevant journal entries to the capital reduction account. If you see the first entry, we have written preference share capital account data to capital reduction account. So in the capital reduction account, you have to write here by preference share capital account. So now, what is the balance transfer from preference share capital to capital reduction? That is 3,75,000. Then if you see the second entry, equity share capital account data to capital reduction account. Again here 3,75,000 has been transferred from equity share capital account to the capital reduction account. So here also you have to write by equity share capital account 3,75,000. Then in the third entry, for writing of the fictitious assets, we have passed the entry capital reduction account data to these fictitious assets account. So in the capital reduction account, we have to write to preliminary expenses 12,000, to profit and loss account 1,15,000, to discount on issue of shares account 18,000. Then the next entry here for writing of some part of the assets, here we have passed entry capital reduction account data to leasehold premises, to stock account, to plant and machinery, to debtors account, to patents account. This is going to be the balancing figure. We'll make the entry here also. To leasehold premises, we have written of 38,800. Then to stock account 15,000. Then to plant and machinery account we have written of 8,440. And then to debtors account we have written of 15,300. The last one is going to be the balancing figure. So what we have to do is we have to close these two sides. That is, we have to close this account and find out the balancing figure. So if you see credit side is more, total of the credit side is 7,50,000. If you deduct all these debit balances, you will be left with 5,35,460. This is the balancing figure you get. It is given in the scheme that the balance available should be used for writing of the patent. So you have to write here to patents account. In the bracket you have to write balancing figure. So now we have come to know that out of the balance available, that is 5,35,460, it is possible to write off the patent. So we'll go back to the entry here. To patents account, we have to write off 5,35,460. So now the total debit to be given in this entry to the capital reduction account is 6,05,000. So now this entry is completed. So what is the narration we can give for this entry? Being the assets are written off from the capital reduction account. So now the next requirement given in the question is to prepare the balance sheet. So let's prepare the balance sheet. So in the balance sheet here, first you have to write the name of the company, that is Bharati Company Limited on the top. Then balance sheet, in the bracket you have to mention that it is after reconstruction. Then you have to write the date, that is as on 31st 12/2009. And when you are writing the values of assets and liabilities, you have to take into consideration the adjustment which you have done in the journal entry, that is for reducing the capital as well as for writing of the part of the assets. Now coming to the asset side, first asset they have given patents. The book value of the patent was 8,50,000. We have written of 5,35,460. The remaining balance is taken to the outer column. Then leasehold premises, the book value was 1,30,800. Here we have written of 30,800 from the capital reduction account. The remaining balance of 1 lakh is taken to the outer column. Then plant and machinery, the book value was 42,200. We have written of 8,440. So the remaining balance of 33,760 taken to the outer column. Stock, we have 55,000. Return of balance we have deducted, that is 15,000. Remaining balance is 40,000. The debtors had a book value of 76,500. We have written of 20%, that is 15,300, which comes to remaining balance of 61,200. Then cash in hand, there was no adjustment to that, so we have written as it is, that is 500. Now coming to the liability side of the balance sheet, we have to first write the authorized capital as it is. We have in the reconstruction scheme, we have not given like we have to cancel the unissued share and we have to bring down the authorized capital to the issued capital level. Nothing is given. So the authorized capital will be same even in the future. So we have to write the same thing. That is 10,000 preference shares of rupees 100 each, 10 lakh. Then 10,000 equity shares of rupees 100 each, 10 lakh. Okay. I have underlined because this is the authorized capital which will not be considered for totaling here. Then coming to the subscribed capital, here you have to write the new capital which is done under the internal reconstruction. First we have 7,500 preference shares of rupees 50 each fully paid, which comes to 3,75,000. Then 5,000 equity shares of rupees 25 each fully paid, 1,25,000. Then we have creditors. There was no adjustment to the creditors, so we have written as it is. Even to the bank overdraft, there was no adjustment, so we have written as it is. So the balance sheet tallies at 5,50,000. I hope that you have understood this question. So let us move on to the next question. Let's take up the second question. The question is also displayed here in the screen. I'll read out the question now. The balance sheet of Feno Limited as on 31st December 2003 is as follows. In the balance sheet, on the asset side, we find goodwill 2 lakh, land 4 lakh, machinery 2 lakh 50,000, tools 1 lakh, stock 1 lakh, data 65,000, cash 10,000, profit and loss account debit balance which represent loss is 1,75,000. On the liability side, we have share capital 3,008% preference shares of rupees 10 each 3 lakh, 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each 5 lakh, 14% debentures 2 lakh and creditors 3 lakh. Total of the balance sheet is 13 lakh. On this date, it was decided to reconstruct the company and the following schemes have been agreed upon. The first point, the creditors to accept 14% debentures to the extent of half of their dues and the balance to be paid after 6 months. Second point, preference shares to be reduced to shares of rupees 5 each. Third point, equity shares to be reduced to shares of rupees 1 each. Fourth one, the debit balance of profit and loss account and goodwill to be written off. Fifth one, land be reduced by rupees 79,000, machinery by rupees 40,000 and tools by rupees 48,000 and the RBD to be created to the extent of rupees 8,000. Pass necessary journal entries to give effect to the above scheme of reconstruction and prepare capital reduction account and balance sheet. Now let us analyze the question. In the balance sheet on the asset side, they have given some of the fixed asset, current asset and also fictitious assets. On the liability side, they have given 3,008% preference shares of rupees 10 each, 3 lakh is the paid up preference share capital. Then 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each, 5 lakh is the equity share paid up capital, 14% debentures and creditors they have given. Under the scheme of reconstruction, first point says that the creditors to accept 14% debentures to the extent of half of their dues and the balance to be paid after 6 months. So here, if you go back to the balance sheet, on the liability side, we find that creditors total amount is 3 lakh. Under the scheme of internal reconstruction, the company has decided to settle half of their dues and the remaining half will be paid after 6 months. So now, the total creditors amount is 3 lakh, half of that comes to 1,50,000. So now, at the time of reconstruction, they are going to settle 1,50,000. Remaining 1,50,000 will appear as a liability until it is paid off. Now, how they are going to settle that half of the dues of creditors? By issuing 14% debentures. So now, what is the journal entry required in this case? Creditors is the liability which shows the credit balance. You are going to settle that. So you have to give debit to the creditors account. Then they are issuing 14% debenture to settle that. So you are bringing to record additional liability. So you have to give credit to debentures account. So ultimately the entry is going to be creditors account data to 14% debentures account. And write the entry here. First entry is creditors account data. So here you can mention in the bracket what is the amount you are settling. 3 lakh is the total amount, half of that which comes to 1,50,000. Now this is settled by issuing 14% debentures. So you have to write to 14% debentures account. Amount is 1,50,000. So what is the narration we can give here? Being the settlement of half of the dues of creditors by issuing 14% debentures. You can note that narration. And the second point given here is preference shares to be reduced to shares of rupees 5 each. So this point is relating to reducing the preference share capital. So we have to compare it with the old capital. In the balance sheet liability side, if you see, earlier the company had 3,008% preference shares of rupees 10 each. 3,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each. Total paid up capital the company had was 3 lakh rupees. So now when you multiply the number of shares and paid up value per share, you are getting 3 lakh, which means that rupees 10 was the face value and that itself was the paid up value. Now under the internal reconstruction, they have decided to reduce the preference shares to the shares of rupees 5 each. They have not mentioned anything about the number of shares in this case. So here, in the absence of information, we are assuming that the company wants to have same number of shares even in the future. So new capital will consist of same 3,000 shares, but per share they want to have rupees 5 each fully paid up. Rupees 5 each fully paid up. So now here, earlier the face value of one share was 10, now it is going to be 5 rupees. So the face value is reduced from 10 rupees to 5 rupees. Similarly, paid up value of the one share was earlier 10 rupees, now it is reduced to 5 rupees, which means that here in this case, face value is also reduced, paid up value is also reduced. Okay. So now in this case, what is the adjustment required? First, we have to cancel the old capital, that is 3,000 shares of rupees 10 each, 3 lakh, and then we have to give credit to the new capital, 3,000 shares of rupees 5 each, which comes to rupees 1,50,000. And the remaining balance here, that should be transferred to capital reduction account. So I'll write down the entry here. The second one, in this case they have given the rate of dividend given to the preference shareholders, so you can mention that here. 8% preference share capital account data. So you are going to cancel the old capital, which consisted of 3,000 shares of rupees 10 each, which comes to 3 lakh. Then in this place you are going to issue new capital, that is 3,000 shares of rupees 5 each. So you have to write to 8% preference share capital account. In the bracket you can mention the new capital and the shares. 3,000 shares into rupees 5 each. So it comes to rupees 1,50,000. Still there is 1,50,000, that should be transferred to capital reduction account. So we will write here to capital reduction account, remaining balance of 1,50,000. So now what is the narration we can give for this entry? Being preference shares, 3,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each reduced to 3,000 preference shares of rupees 5 each fully paid. Then we will take up the next point, that is equity shares to be reduced to shares of rupee 1 each. Again this point speaks about reducing the equity share capital. You have to compare it with the old capital. Earlier the company had 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each. Okay. So in that case, I write down here. Earlier company had 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each. So total paid up capital of the company was 5 lakh. Okay. So now the company is going to reduce the equity shares to rupee 1 each. Here also they have not mentioned anything about the number of shares. So you can imagine or you can make an assumption that the same number of shares are going to be there even in the future. So the new capital will consist of 1 lakh equity shares of rupee 1 each, which comes to 1 lakh. So in this case also, the adjustment will be similar to the previous one. The old capital should be cancelled and you have to give credit to the new capital, and the remaining balance of 4 lakh rupees should be transferred to capital reduction account. So in this case, what will be the entry? Equity share capital account for cancelling the old capital, then 2 equity share capital account to give credit to the new capital, and 2 capital reduction account. I will write the entry. Equity share capital account data. So here you are cancelling the old capital, 1 lakh equity shares of rupees 5 each, which comes to 5 lakh rupees. Then you are giving credit to the new capital, 2 equity share capital account, that is 1 lakh shares of rupee 1 each, which comes to 1 lakh rupees. Then remaining balance should be transferred to capital reduction account. That is remaining balance here. 5 lakh minus 1 lakh is 4 lakh. Okay, here we have reduced the preference share capital as well as the equity share capital. Let us take up the next point, that is fourth point. It says that the debit balance of profit and loss account and goodwill to be written off. Now, from which account we have to write off? Utilizing the capital reduction account. First, let's see what is the total amount available in the capital reduction account. If you see the first entry here, the creditors account data to 14% debentures account, which means that we have not done any adjustment in the first entry to the capital reduction account. Then we will go to the second entry. Here you have written 8% preference share capital account data to capital reduction account. So here in the second entry you have credited 1,50,000 to the capital reduction account. Then in the third entry also here, equity share capital account data to capital reduction account. Even in the third entry, you have credited 4 lakh to the capital reduction account. So now capital reduction account is showing 4 lakh plus 1,50,000, that is 5,50,000 of credit balance. Now you can utilize that for writing of the fictitious asset as well as overvalued portion of the assets. So now the fourth point says that we have to write off profit and loss account and goodwill. If you see the asset side of the balance sheet, goodwill is shown at 2 lakh rupees and the profit and loss account debit balance, which represent loss, is 1,75,000. That should be completely written off. So now what is the entry we have to pass here? You are utilizing the capital reduction account to write off these losses. Earlier the capital reduction account was showing credit balance. Now when you are going to utilize that, you have to give debit. Similarly, goodwill and profit and loss account, it is given on the asset side of the balance sheet, which represent debit. When you are going to write off that, you have to give credit. So ultimately the entry is going to be capital reduction account data to goodwill account to profit and loss account. I will write the entry here. Fourth one, capital reduction account data to goodwill account 2 lakh rupees, then to profit and loss account 1,75,000. So here in this entry, total amount debited to capital reduction account is going to be 3,75,000. So now what is the narration we can give here? Being the goodwill and profit and loss account written off completely, okay, or entirely. Then we will take up the last point here. Land be reduced by 79,000, machinery by 40,000, tools by 48,000, and RBD to the extent of 8,000 is to be created. Again, utilizing the capital reduction account, you have to write off these parts of the asset. So now again the similar entry will come. I will write the entry here. Fifth one, capital reduction account data. Capital reduction account data. First you have to write off land to land account. What is the amount you are going to write off from the land? 79,000. Then to machinery account. To machinery account. From the machinery we are going to write off 40,000. Then from tools to tools account. From the tools account we are going to write off 48,000. Then we have to create the RBD to the extent of 8,000. If you see see the balance sheet, earlier we did not have any RBD, that is reserve for bad debt, but under the internal reconstruction the company has decided to maintain reserve for bad debt. So that is why you are creating the RBD utilizing the capital reduction account. So you have to write here to RBD account, that is 8,000. So now no other adjustments are given. So in this case, what is the total amount debited to capital reduction account? 1,75,000. Now what is the narration we can give for this entry? Being the partial amount of assets eliminated and RBD created utilizing capital reduction account. Okay. So now these are the journal entries we have to pass in this question. Then the second requirement given in the question is to prepare the capital reduction account. So now when we prepare the capital reduction account, we have to see these journal entries. The relevant entries have to be posted to capital reduction account. We'll see the first entry. Here we have not touched the capital reduction account, so you need not post this entry to the capital reduction account. But when you look at the second entry, here you have written preference share capital account data to capital reduction account. So in the capital reduction account you have to write by 8% preference share capital account. So what is the amount you have transferred to capital reduction account? 1,50,000. Then if you see the third entry, here again equity share capital account data to capital reduction account you have transferred 4 lakh. So in the capital reduction account you have to write by equity share capital account amount is 4 lakh. Then if you see the fourth entry, capital reduction account data to goodwill account to profit and loss account. This is for writing of the goodwill and profit and loss account. So the entry should be posted here. You have to write here to goodwill account, amount written off is 2 lakh. Then to profit and loss account, amount written off here is 1,75,000. That's it in the fourth entry. Then you have to see the fifth one. Here we have eliminated certain portion of the assets and also we have created the RBD utilizing the capital reduction account. So capital reduction account data to all these assets accounts. So you have to write that entry here. To land account, amount written off here is 79,000. To machinery account, 40,000. Then to tools account, 48,000. Then to RBD account, 8,000. So now no other entries or no other adjustments have been given with regard to capital reduction account. So we are going to close this account. If you still find any balancing figure, that should be transferred to capital reserve account. Let's see. So if you look here, the total of credit side is more, that is 5,50,000. So when you add all these items, again you will get the same 5,50,000, which means that there is no balancing figure in this question. So this is how we prepare the capital reduction account. So if you get any balancing figure in any other cases, that should be transferred to capital reserve account. Okay. Now the third requirement given in the question is to prepare the balance sheet. So let us prepare the balance sheet. So now when we are preparing the balance sheet, first we have to write on the top name of the company, in this case Fenno Company Limited. Then we have to write balance sheet after internal reconstruction as on 31st July 2003. Then when we write the values of assets and liabilities, we have to take into consideration the adjustment which we have done in the journal entries. Okay. Now coming to the value of assets, land, earlier the book value was shown at 4 lakh. Now we have written off here 79,000 from the capital reduction account, so that we have to deduct. The remaining is taken to the outer column. Then machinery also, earlier the book value was 2,50,000. We have debited or we have written off 40,000 from the machinery account, so remaining 2,10,000 is taken here. Tools, earlier the book value was 1 lakh. Now here 48,000 has been written off. The remaining balance is shown here. Stock, there was no adjustment in the capital reduction account, so here as it is we have taken. Then datas, we had 65,000. Under the internal reconstruction we have created RBD. Here you can separately mention, I have directly deducted here, but when you are writing in the exam, please you have to show it properly, like less RBD. Okay. So now 65,000 minus 8,000, remaining 57,000, and then cash, there was no adjustment to the cash balance, so we have written as it is. Now while coming back to the liabilities section, here 3,000 we have to write here the new capital which we have created under internal reconstruction. 3,008% preference shares of rupees 5 each. The total paid up preference share capital has been brought down to now 1,50,000. Then 1 lakh equity shares of rupee 1 each, 1 lakh. Then we have 14% debenture. Total amount we had was 2 lakh. Plus we have issued 1,50,000 value of debentures to the creditor. So together the total amount will be 3,50,000. Then we have here creditors. Earlier we had 3 lakh. Out of that, half of that has been settled by issuing the debentures. So remaining only 1,50,000. This will be paid after 6 months. Until it is paid, you have to show that as a liability. So now the balance sheet here will tally at 7,50,000. So now in today's session we have solved two questions from the question bank which had appeared for 12 marks. Okay. In the next session also I am going to solve few questions from the question bank itself which had appeared for 24 marks. If you have any queries on these two questions, you can contact me. Thank you so much.